Hello, party people. So we're running out of content here, so I thought I'd do the Diary of a Whale. The whale being myself. I had to admit that recently. I wasn't expecting to. Anyway, I'm just gonna showcase some of my stuff. We're in the middle of patch 1.6. Supposedly next patch is Inazuma, so there should be a shitload of content after that. But until then, we are in the Kazuha era of the game, rather, yeah. In that era of the game. So let me just fix my volume faster. Just bear with me, guys. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better through my headphones. I mean, I need to be able to hear myself think after all. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, a whale is someone who spends a large amount of money on, like, for example, a gacha game. Some people spend a large amount of money for Pokemon cards. Various reasons, but let me show you guys why I'm a whale. I slowly had to come to terms with this. For those of you wondering, I am still at 999 platinums. I haven't decided which my 1000th platinum will be, but okay, so starting from back here. Okay, this is why I'm a whale. So granted, Amber is not built because she has no artifacts, but that's very common in my group of characters. Full constellation on this 4-star, one of the starting characters. That doesn't make her any better, but okay. Oops. I've got Zhengling, and got full constellation of that as well. She's using a Favonius Lance. I forgot to say Amber is using a level 1 Skyward Harp on Amber. Xinyan is using, I believe that's like some sort of Dragon Spine weapon. What is it? Oh, it's Serpent Spine. Full constellation with her. Yanfei, one of my favorite characters. We've got Lost Prayer on her. Full constellation. Just to give you guys an idea, you really have to go out of your way to max constellation a character. Xingqiu. No, nothing special, just sacrificial sword. Full constellation on him. And if you notice the level of some of these characters, well, actually all of them, they are all either level 81 or higher. We got Lisa, another starter character who I had a really hard time C6ing her because of the RNG, but full constellation on her. I'm kind of proud of this one. Razor, using the wolf's gravestone because he's a child of a wolf, or wolves rather. Max cancellation on him. I got Beidou using the prototype Archaic, which is what my Diluc was using for a long time. Full constellation on her. Kaya, one of the other starting characters, using a Favonius sword. I thought that was fitting for him to use one since he is a member of the Knights of Favonius. Full constellation on him. Another starter character, can also be purchased in the shop. Xingqiu, he's using Skyward Pride. I'm not sure how good this is, but there you have it. Full constellation on him. Diona, she's using, it's just a sacrificial bow. full constellation on her. So I'm already starting to see a pattern here. We got sacrificial fragments on Sucrose. Ningguang. What's she using? She's using a Skyward Atlas. Is full constellation on her. Noelle using her weapon, the White Blind. Full constellation on her. Klee using her 4-star weapon, the Dodo Coattails. And okay, so this is when we start to get into this area of 5 stars. You have to get a 5-star character over and over and over by coincidence, either off banner or on banner, many times before you even come close to C6 and a 5-star. On here, my Klee is C1. That was on purpose because I don't plan on using her that much. It's not really my thing. Hu Tao, using the Staff of Homa, which was somewhat hard to get. I have C1 on her again. I was looking forward to her, but I did not like her playstyle. Tartaglia, Skyward Harp, of course. Constellation 1. I was thinking about 2, but yeah, I think I just wanted 1. Now we got Mona. Mona is using what is this, Lost Prayer again? So now this character, I didn't realize I was this close. Mona, I just need one more off banner on her and she will be C6. Not my only C6 5-star. I just want to point that out. We'll get to it though. Chi-Chi, we're using sacrificial sword again. So everyone complains about getting Eula all the time. I wouldn't mind because this is one of my lower 5-star characters with only C2. Venti, using his bow, the LG for the end. I believe this was made for him. 0 constellation. I have a very little interest in Venti personally. Kazuha got this the sword that was a little bit hard to get. I don't want to talk about it, but C2 on him. It was very highly recommended that people who plan on using Kazuya should use up to at least Constellation 2 if possible. So now we're back to some 4-star characters mixed in. Rosaria here is using the Crescent Pike. I believe I'm running physical damage on her, but just not at the moment. C6 on her. Remember, this is a 4-star. I just want to remind people of that. The 5-star after that is Albedo, who is using Festering Desire for the energy recharge. Constellation 0. Barbara, another 4-star I use a lot of, max constellation. By default, the weapon she's using is Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, a 3-star weapon that you don't really see a lot of, but there you have it. Kaching using the Black Sword, mostly for crit rate. My microphone does that. I don't understand why it's doing that. But anyway, the Black Sword was one of the best in slot weapons for her. So she's kind of up there too, C4. I did not plan this way. It just happened this way. Now, Jean, her sword is the Aquila Favonia, which is not leveled up yet, sorry. But she's C6. How that happened, I don't know. Maybe I'm just that big of a whale, but that's how that happened. So the Traveler, the main character, MC as people call her, the Sword of Dissension. Now this sword was a PlayStation only sword, just saying. I actually used that on her a lot. It was a very good starter weapon. Obviously we have C6 on Traveler because I think all the story quests will give her C6 on the element she's currently in control of. So the next element she's gonna get is the Electro from Inazuma. Another 5-star who's actually really good. Using a level 90 Skyward Harp with an increased crit rate. Full constellation, because that's how we treat these super 5-stars, 4-stars that should be 5-stars. Eula at C2, that's just my personal preference with C2. Using the Song of Broken Pines, or as I finally call it, the Song of Broken Pines, because not the easiest to get, but still got. That's at refinement rank 3 for some odd reason, don't ask. So we got Zhao using the Primordial Jade Wing Spare. So I got really lucky and I got this early, and then I didn't have to roll for it because I already had it. His constellation, I'm gonna try to get to C2 the next time they rerun him, or the first time they rerun him. Yeah, this just looks it looks pretty useful. Yeah, nothing like getting up to these. Ganyu, one of my main characters. Again, how she got to C4, I don't remember, but she's using the Amos bow, which is so it was sort of made in advance, but they made the character to fit this weapon. In my opinion, they did. We got Bennett using Aquila Favonia because of his high base attack. That's the only reason we're using that. Bennett is a 4-star. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys, for every single 4-star, I have full constellation. Just saying. Zhongli, a C6, 5-star. I'm lost for words. I am speechless. I would give an explanation, but I'm not sure it would make sense. He's using the Skyward Spine. I just don't have anything better at the moment, or that I want to switch around. If we look at the constellation, it was C6, like I said. Now you look at Diluc, one of my first characters. He is 5-star for a reason, and he has constellation 6. Using a slightly better Wolf's Grace film than Razor's. Well, it's not slightly, it's completely, because it is at level 90 and it is refinement rank 2. So that's it for the characters and weapons. Let me see what else can prove that I am a whale. Well, how about this? The weapons that are not equipped by anyone. We've got a Skyward Blade just hanging out, refinement 2. Lost Prayer. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 Skyward Atlases, and we have one. Where is it? We have one Freedom Sworn, and we have 5 Skyward Atlases. Okay, just we got a loose Skyward Blade. We got a whole bunch of 4-star weapons. I just like to have 2 of them at max refinement, just in case I ever need it or they're buffed or something. So there you have these. Now the majority of these are level 1 because they don't serve a purpose in the game at the moment, or they're just not as good as some of the other weapons. But yeah, so as you can see on here, I'm at the 150 refill. I definitely do the 50 resin, 50 Primo Gems for 60 resin. I do that almost every day, or started doing that almost every day. Depending on how bored I am, sometimes I will do the 2 100s. I rarely go past into 150 though, and the 200 after that. rarely go. It's just too expensive. If you compare the amount, if you could equate a point of resin into a point of primo gems at a certain area, you have to decide if it's worth it or not. And for me, it's not. Can I do other shit in the game? Of course. Would it be nice to be able to do this every day? Yes, it would be. But I'm just a whale. A lonely whale. I am not a giga whale. And I'm not a Poseidon. I just want to point that out. Just point that out. So what else we got here? All these artifacts are from playing the game. So I have quite a few. I think I'm getting up there in terms of how many I'm allowed to have. I believe the inventory space is in the upper right. Right here we got there's more stuff. So like I rarely buy materials, but like as you can see, I have a lot of them. I do like making food a lot in this game. I don't really use it, but like, or not that often, but it's good to have. You never know if you're gonna team up with anyone and you just wanna, you know, buff yourself with some of this what is this? The Abdethus Temptation? Yes. This is probably the best food item in the game. Right now at least. Some more of my materials. So all these materials you either buy, which you can only buy so many of, or you find out in the wild. I mean, I think there's a decent amount. So these are all the furnishings I have. I like to have at least one of everything, or at least try to. There is a very good reason why I have 56 of these rocks. I may divulge it later, but right now is my secret. My mouth is getting really dry, so I'm gonna grab a beverage. I hope you guys got some insight in terms of how much of a whale I am. I honestly would still consider myself a medium to high spender, but in my opinion that's also a whale. Once you start questioning the high value of it, I think you become a whale. You qualify for whale status. I am done doing wishing until 1.7, 2.0, whatever it is. All I know is if it's in Inazuma, I want that. I want the next character if they are from Inazuma. If they're not, I'll probably get them anyway. They might stay C0 though. So like, I don't pull or wish for every single 5-star. I think that's a waste. I think that you can only build so many characters. This is what I'm trying to say, and at some point it's not worth it. I hate to say that, but if you're never gonna put them in either of your 2 Spiral Abyss teams, then what's the point? If you're not gonna use them, then why build them? As a collector, I like to have a copy of everything. At least one. Alright guys. Thanks for watching. And I will keep you guys updated on the $1 platinum account. So have a good night guys. Stay safe this July 4th. Take care of yourselves and each other.